Hello guys, it's another beautiful time
on the show Echoes with the ladies.
I'm ladypash, and of course
my name is Rosemary.
I am JBM.
I've seen movies where I was so sure this was the ending.
There's no bad movies, but there's always bad actors,
yes,
bad writing, and bad
production.
We are here to give you some movies, review the good movies and the bad movies.
Yes.
This is Echoes. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here again. It's another exciting episode of Echoes. JB, what's going on with you?
I'm fine.
It was quiet.
I was thinking I was going to echo the echoes. So an echoes come after you had said it. So I just echo.
Of course, it's supposed to be a resounding one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am ladypash, P to the A to the Y to the S to the H, and it's going to be another exciting episode of Echoes, where we're going to be giving you reviews from the movies that are trending. Yes, I've always said this, that on this show you'll be getting value for your time. It means that before you waste that data, you might just want to go on Instagram, on YouTube to check the review of that movie that is trending. Again, I'm ladypash, and I have
all right, welcome to another edition of Echoes. I hope you enjoy our reviews. I mean, the one we had the last time, because comments were dropping and I love them. So you can guess the movie we are reviewing this time, but then sit back and enjoy the ride. My name is M.O. Rosemary.
It is a good time to be here on the show Echoes. My name is JBM. And that's fine. This is where we talk about movies. We talk about things that are happening in the movie industries and the Nollywood. And we would say that kudos to them, because really they've been giving us a back to back.
That's right.
And, our streaming platforms. And funnily, it was said that I saw a story where someone said that those actors that don't want to be doing YouTube movies are now rushing back to YouTube. To drop movies, and we now have pool of movies to watch. When you go to YouTube, you see different movies
every second.
You see that it's getting better. And there is something again on YouTube. They say that this one is too big for YouTube.
This one should be in the cinema.
Status is too big.
Just
sit down there. One of the movies we're going to be reviewing today happens to be drums rolling. Yay! Shattered Grace. Yes. What did you think about that movie?
Shattered Grace is a movie that's produced by Blessing
Obasi. That's the wife of Stan Obasi.
Yes, okay. It's a movie produced by Blessing Obasi, and the storyline, it's just a story of
Kofo and Koye. Apparently, Kofo was in a relationship with Koye for 2 years. A draining one at that. You want to give us the synopsis of the movie?
Okay. Kofo, well, I think I know she loves Koye, but I feel Koye is manipulative, a user. That's what happened in the movie. Koye was just using the opportunity he has to collect things from Kofo, and then he's very ungrateful about that. And then another part of the movie also comes the friend. Okay.
Yes.
So the friend, then also Koye doing some things that then he triggers Kofo to make it look like she's the mad woman, she's the bad person, she's the one always beating him up and all of that. And then Kofo is a therapist for kids. Now she has a foundation where she talk to kids, and then for entrepreneurs, help them start up and all of that. So the movie is really a beautiful one, and I feel it's a must watch for everyone.
And just like Mo said, the movie is actually a beautiful one. Kofo was in this relationship where she was being manipulated, and there's this thing that comes with being a therapist or being that person people think is perfect. Nobody wants to see your flaws. One thing about therapy, most therapists, is because of their place in people's lives. Most people don't want to see their flaws. Most people don't want to see, what they give out after you have given them that particular leg. You're being manipulative. You say things to them, and then you don't expect them to react.
Yeah. For me, I agree with you. But also, let's look at what happened to Kofo, because Kofo has anger issue. I started paying more attention after she slapped
Koye. That happens to be the fiance.
And I was expecting him to react certain way.
Yeah.
Do you get? But it didn't. So I was now thinking, why would a man not react like this to that dirty stuff?
Because it's manipulation.
Yes, because he knows that he has a lot to take from
her.
So she just overlooked that,
and it triggers her a lot.
Yes. So I think sometimes we need to look at two sides also. That as much as the guy was being manipulative, also the lady too had she had an anger issue. And also, this anger issue of a thing, this part of the world, we have a way of saying that it is not a mental issue.
It is actually.
You see the child throwing
tantrums. I'm a kick
and a normal Nigeria on the street is always angry. So,
but I like the fact that they told the story to pay attention to mental health at the end of the day, and also if you are a person that discharge help.
Yes,
you to look out for yourself.
Yes. Before we go to the details of the movie, I think it's only okay for us to tell the characters. Of course, we talked about Kofo, who happens to be Aishat's that's
Ishao.
Ishao.
Yeah.
We have Stan Nze himself, who eventually
his braided hair.
Sheyi, the cute guy.
he was looking bad, Yes, we have Stan Nze. We have Saga. Who happens to be the fiance. That's Koye. We have Blessing Obasi
yourself.
That's the therapist. The therapist of the therapist. It's the therapist of the therapist. So it's a movie you should actually check, and it's showing on YouTube. I think not to do a lot of advert, but that's
the set of that movie, I'll give it 100.
100.
Do you know that they make use of bob hair? Most hair in that movie were just short.
Short hairs.
I don't know how JBM.
How did you see that?
It was intentional. I bet it was intentional. It was on Blessings. It was on that. Everybody was just
the friend
that.
also.
Yes, I was like, I'm sure that little details that I pay attention to when I'm watching the movie. I was like, and this thing is nice. I was telling a lady beside me that I think every lady should have a short hair.
Bobby.
Well, that's why I have
like
that's why I have
it
one.
looks good, and it's like it's easy to wear, or like
of course.
style. So I like the intentionality. I like the costume. The costume.
Yes, great costume.
When they were to reveal Stan Nze, the appearance got our attention. Even when they wanted to reveal the character, the therapist of the therapist, that's the
Blessing.
The casting was nice, and the interpretation was actually good, and it was not draggy. It was quite interesting.
I love the fact that the characters also delivered. Because Kofo, you realize when Koye triggered that she was holding her feet like but then she had to. I feel all of them they really delivered. The friend, just go on.
No, that's no friend. But then I think for me, what stood out for me was just the message. Like you said, it's just anger management. It can actually be worked on. People should seek help. Everything is not spiritual. Everything is not spiritual. Everything is not just seek help. And I love the fact that she recognized where her problem was. From boundary setting. A lot of people just think, it's just therapy. I think knowing what your problem is also goes a long way.
I will not allow them to win this time.
Friend.
Yes.
It's just saying that the friend of my enemy is my enemy. But some people would say that do not inherit
enemies.
So how do you think one has to balance that? Because the truth is that story talks about that friend in that light. So what would be your own take on do you agree with the school of thought that said that friends should not inherit enemies, or a friend of my enemy is my enemy,
as portrayed in the movie where the friend invited her ex-fiance I mean,
sorry.
to a wedding.
We
When
really
did I
invite
even tell-
that you did
They are
not
even
tell
friends.
me.
That's way
Okay,
out
sorry.
of line.
Where
He
did you
met.
meet, darling?
That was way out of line for real.
He
How do you
met-
invite somebody you met through me?
He met Koye. Why?
and then invite him to your party and you didn't invite
It was
me
a fact that she even believed Koye over
over
her.
the friend with
Yes.
So if you're going to rate the movie,
Well, I really love the movie they delivered, and also I would rate it. Let's say 9 for me.
Okay, I'll give it
Yes.
an 8. I mean, I'll give it an 8. Yeah, good movie from one of my fave. Clean movie, was really clean. So I'm just gonna leave the 2 for myself.
Okay.
okay. I'll do 8. I'll do 8 because the story was told. We have quite different themes in that movie.
Yes.
And everything stood out. At the appropriate time. They were not clashing.
wasn't draggy.
It was not draggy. When we were talking about putting, knowing who you are, it was at the early stage of the movie. Then talking about the friendship, what's it called now, disappointment or whatever you find in friendship, then they move to you finding yourself and finding solution. So I like it. I'll give it an 8. And good camera also.
This was a JBM is doing 8.
Okay, quickly, let's move on to the next movie we are rating.
All right, welcome back to Stay Echoes, and we are here to talk about another movie, and this one is a short movie. And that's part of the world we have people that dwell more on short movies. We just write short movies, and it's quite interesting because it's difficult to write because you want to make your sense. You want to make the full sense in that short time, and that is what this movie gave us. And what movie are we talking about? We're talking about Egbeji by Samuel Ajirebi. Is the son of the legend Ajirebi.
Pa Ajirebi.
Oh,
okay.
So and Egbeji is a story that talks about curses. Why we use word carelessly, and especially coming from parents to a child. While growing up, I used to be around a family, someone neighbor that every time this woman speaks, she just curses a child.
If you grow up in the locals, jeez.
I don't think it was just about
It's just norm. It's a norm.
It was our own language.
their lifestyle.
Yes.
It was a lifestyle for them.
So when I saw the movie, it just came back to my head that people need to pay attention to this. Speak gracefully to your child, to your friends, to people, even to plants. So this movie is about honestly. To plant.
I didn't see you keeping that in. But
Okay, to the plant, he said you shall grow.
Yes.
you will feel my tummy. Now let's move on.
So that's the movie. It was a character of Rocco, and Rocco was a whaler in that movie. Is an herbalist who had I think sought after a power, and they gave him Ikpe or Ashe or something like that.
Ashe.
Afoshe.
Yeah, Afoshe.
Afoshe is like a stamper.
Okay, oh yeah. Ejile papa. About it. What's Afoshe?
Olugo is like something that stamps whatever you see.
Yeah.
So it came back from wherever I collected and gave it to the elder brother to go and keep. The elder brother to too inquisitive, and that's a role played by Luwamide, who was a duo in that movie. Remove whatever and that mean. And the younger brother came in. The younger brother came in to go. He was coming from football.
From the river.
From the river. And the father said that
Interpret.
Okay, what that means is that this river that you went, we
will swallow you.
You carry you
away one day.
And
the
the first part is that some parents say that a lot. You understand? Like they didn't mean it. No parents would want water to be on Melo.
But how come the curses work faster than the prayers or blessings?
Oh.
That's
If you are going to
for another time.
Bad things are is always faster.
Yes.
Than if you are to build a house and to demolish a house, it's easier to demolish
than to build.
Let's just use that. Let's use that theory. Whatever you are.
Okay, let me also chip something in on the Egbeji movie.
Yeah,
I think it's a short movie. It's a beautiful movie too, but it's also a movie that talks about vengeance. You know, it's the wish of the father for vengeance. If he had allowed sleeping dog
to lie, jeje,
you know, nobody would have actually thought what the end would look like. Nobody would have seen that coming.
I did not see it coming at all. You know, when
you
went to the dark forest,
it was a case of pointing your fingers or your 5 fingers or something, and the rest coming back to you. Or like they say, when you throw a stone at
and
it's you. So yes, it's a movie of vengeance as well, and it teaches us to watch what we seek, especially if seeking vengeance. Be careful of what you ask
vengeance
for.
Is of the Lord.
I wish I could say this to a lot of people, but sometimes I know you have to be 2 by 2.
So that's it on Egbeji. It talks about power of the tongue and how we have to be very careful. So JBM, if you're going to rate Egbeji, what would you give it?
9.5.
Why is it
9.5? Because of the storyline.
Okay.
Now the storyline is not the theme of the storyline is not new.
Okay.
But it was told in a different way. Also the coloration of the editing. Kai. It was beautiful to watch. Like from start to finish, you just want to watch, not because of maybe too much of what they are saying or what they are, but it's clear. The clarity, the sets, for
the costume, the makeup, and all of that.
30 minutes or less than movie. 9.5. Pico.
Oh, okay. JBM, that was okay. So I'll give it an 8. I think epic movies does it for me anytime, any day. Okay. I like costuming. I like their costumes. I like the fact that it was relatable.
Yes.
And it's something that speaks. It's quite short, but yet speaks volumes, or volume rather. We need to learn how to bridle our tongue. You know, and yes, I'll give it an 8.
Okay. So I think I have to do the balancing. So let me give it a 10. Oh well, okay. Yes, I love the movie.
Now that like I said that, I'm sure that people will actually be on that page.
Do you know the movie is not even? It's not out there. Before I could even get it, I had to call JBM. Like, I can't find this movie. So really, people need to watch that movie, Egbeji, by Samuel Ajirebi. Yeah. It's a very good movie for parents, for every one of us, even up and coming mothers like us. I'm gonna. You know, we have to watch the things that we say with our mouth.
But then people should stop keeping our shares around.
Who keeps our share around this time?
Yes, if it's not for share, maybe
you know.
But word never dies anyway.
Yes.
Word never dies.
Yes, true.
We should just be careful of what we say.
Just be careful.
All right, so our third movie to review, drum rolls. I don't know.
It's something that a lot of us are guilty of. It's a movie that speaks to virtually everyone. I was going to say in the media space, but I think virtually everyone is guilty of that. We all do what? We chase clouds. Yes, that's it.
Wait. Ladypash, chase clout. Me.
You might not know it, but
I uncast myself from this
movie.
From this movie.
No, from this talk. But that's not true. But then the movie is.
So clouds. Yeah, so this movie really talks about social media validation. You know, you want people to see you as who you are not yet there. This is who I want to be, and then you're not yet there, and then you want people to accept you in the society, this rich big auntie. So Clout is really about a movie that, you know, she's not yet there. It's a family of 2 now. They have kids abroad, right? Yes. It was produced by Bolaji Ogumola, who was Lollipop, and then the husband Femi Jacobs. This clout talks about how social media, one way or the other, can affect our family, daily life, and we don't even know. You know, some people can, because they want to be validated by others, they can go overboard sometimes, and that is what this movie speaks about. Also, we also have this Olojukokoro Tejubole journalist. That's Tade. Bianca.
Some shade.
Of course, I feel she was too much. Please, what are you doing? What do you want with my family? Kilo, what do you want? I mean, you don't have to find you're doing your job, or you don't have to follow me around, trail me, and all of that. She was being too much with the family and all of that. So, what do you think about Clouds first?
I think that it's a movie that it's extreme.
Okay.
I don't know if people go to that extent, you know, to chase clouds. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, at the expense of a marriage. I don't know if people do that. But the truth is, like I said earlier, virtually everyone, one way or the other, chases clouds, directly or indirectly. But then the idea is to make sure that you are not living a lie. Because the movie is centered on lies, especially from Lolly.
The divorce part.
Yes, she had to go to the extent of talking about a divorce, abduction, just so that she could get likes, views, and money. So my take is, people who are fond of chasing clouds, one day
clouds will chase you.
They're clouding us.
You know, we have Dede and Lollipop.
Yes,
that is the husband
and
the
wife,
Femi Jacobs and Olaji Ogunmola. Now, and you said you are not sure if people go extra mile for clout. People go extra. You know, if you want to buy clothes, it's extra large. So that's how
like
extra large
to what's it called, to chase clout. Why? Because of I don't know, status.
Okay.
Because of money.
And I think these days, because of monetization,
they want to be relevant. And the funniest part is that who rents anything? Now that we have what they call this building, that people can tell your man love it, you can actually stay there for a while. And apartment. People take an apartment just because they want to impress. Now, there are thin lines between fake it till you make it. Chasing clouds and also putting yourself out there. Packaging.
Branding.
You get thin lines, the one line, but most times people will just want to do more. For these characters here, they are not putting themselves out there.
So what were they doing?
They were chasing clouds.
Yes. Just want to be known.
Because the first thing, she went to the supermarket. And they didn't recognize her.
Because she wasn't noticed.
And she was like,
with all of the things I've been doing on social media, the cooking and all.
And that was what killed the marriage.
JBM, what would you say about the character Tade? Bianca.
Now, wait, I'll go back to the producer. Ogunmola, that is Bolaji Ogunmola. Bolaji Ogunmola is a very fantastic movie producer.
Yeah.
But this particular time, I think she did not get it right in the area of journalism. We are all journalists.
Of course.
Now, for people that are watching us, it's we are podcasters. No,
we're not podcasters alone. We're professional.
We are journalists.
Yes,
and we understand. You get it. They didn't play it right, and I know, and I felt what police officers, our security officials or officers now, what they feel when they didn't tell the side of their profession well. Do you get? Now, no journalist will do that. If you are doing investigative journalism, you are not likely to show your face.
She wasn't even an investigative journalist.
For whatever she's doing.
Yes.
You enter someone that just wants to write a story. I was telling someone, so I meaning Dede, ma gba iti e. So eti tí mo ma gba yẹn, ó ṣe pé mo fẹ́ gbà ní gbígbà pé mo fẹ́ fi correct ẹ. Màá gba tí jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa lọ sí wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé
JVM,
who did this? But I'm just glad you're not on that path.
JVM, wait, sorry. You know, the point when she trailed Dede to the apartment where Lollipop was hiding, and then she entered, she still had the guts to
go in there
to shout,
and shout.
to bring a phone. You know, she could have been killed.
You know when I
takes
saw
such
the movie, after watching the whole movie, I went back to be sure she mentioned I am a journalist, and she said that when she was introducing herself
Yes.
to the mother, to the bride's mother, and she said I am a journalist, and the man went to get water for his mother-in-law. She followed him to the kitchen and was journalism. No?
They've not told us what they wanted to achieve with that particular
that particular story is not it for me.
In all, well, it's Bolaji Ogunmola, and I think the movie it was quite clean.
Okay,
it was quite clean, but then just like you said, it didn't really do. Bolaji didn't do justice for me. I've known her to always be this person who gives fantastic storyline, and then a choice aside Femi Jacobs, a choice for every other character in the movie it didn't go well with me.
Do you think Bianca is a fantastic actor?
I would say no.
If you ask me, I would say that she's beginning to profile herself. Now, if in a couple of movies I've seen her do, I feel like her outbursts, her body language, it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same tone she uses for virtually all the movies I've seen her do. I feel like there should be a change.
You're wearing of
a character. The way she screams, I can tell. I've seen about 3 or 4 of her movies, and they practically look the same. And for a good actor, especially one who is just starting, I feel like she should learn how to be flexible, have other ways she can interpret roles, and but then that's my take.
I would say that she's still learning, and
she's
still
still up and coming from what best.
One of the best. One of the best. Yeah, one of the best.
And why I did is not that I'm not disagreeing, but for some people that who makes artists, she refers to herself as world best.
But that's why I said one of the best.
Some people say that boss lady. So from that is Tony Abraham. So we know that she has been under our tutelage. So let's hope to see her more in movies and see her
in a better light.
To do better.
So let's quickly give a rating of the movie. How would you rate the movie?
Well, let me just give it a 7, because at the end I wasn't expecting Dede to run away from home.
Yes,
I wasn't expecting Dede to run away.
He was still chasing the same clout. He was chasing clout, so he left his home. I don't think it was enough for him to have left his home. So,
yes.
So you're giving them a 7. Okay, JBM.
I do 4. And what I said 4 is that first off, Bolaji Ogunmola is a fantastic producer, and she had done this also pretty well. But I just feel like nothing stood out in that movie.
Okay.
No lines, no
direction per se. We didn't know where it was.
It was just there. No, nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. Nothing. I like the fact that there were a few banters between herself and the husband. But
for clout, I would have expected. We see stories on social media, and we see people actually chasing clout. You know what clout?
And coming from actors,
you know,
storyline.
Those kind of clouds that will catch our attention. That this is actually clout. That's why I was saying that I wasn't sure people would go through a divorce, wanting to tell the world that they are, it's a divorce. They have been abducted. The abducting part, yes, but for a good home, I have my husband. It's going well, and I want to tell the whole world that we're having a divorce.
It's even the fact that they are divorced, and then she's still calling my husband, my wife,
and granting interview with, "Oh, my husband, you said this."
Yes, darling, I'm coming.
How is a journalist supposed to get the fact that you are divorced?
I think I want to do 3.5. I think we should wrap up
Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, it's just not enough for us to tell you.
Yeah, you can go and watch.
You should see the movie. Then tell us what you think. Drop your review. Drop what you think after you've seen the movie. And this is not to dissuade anybody from seeing the movie.
Okay.
It's so that you know what to expect. When somebody gives you a review of something, you go in with your expectation. And if you see something better, come in to tell us.
Like we always say, there's no bad movie.
Just bad actors. So you can add it to your list of whatever is in your mind. Good, bad, ugly. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching this episode of Echoes, and we'll be coming right before you next time. You can call me JBM, and that's fine.
I'm Lady Pash, and I'll see you soon.
Or I'm Rosemary, and you can call me MO.